EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein, the Rams kicker, approaches, kicks it off, and here we go from Los Angeles. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Check 24, check 24.
This is Elliott. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Elliott. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. JoJo Natson back deep. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 right at the 30. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He goes tonight. 120. 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first.
180.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, kill. Check. Shift. Watch the shift.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll run with Elliott. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a very tough 3rd and 15 forthcoming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now Nansen. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
180. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing on third. Gone. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Hey, wahoo! Mike's by four. Watch the run.
They are going for it. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First and 10 at the 39.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And Cooks has it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run. It's Gurley.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Hey, Zoo. Check, watch 54.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
58 right there. Got to do better. Come on, QB, come on. Shit. Check, nickel. Kill. Wall, get wall. You got tank right there. Bang. Under.
The first down carry by Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check it back.
Now Elliott. Room here to run. 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
First and goal, Dallas.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the intended target.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, motion backfield. Chance.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go. 180. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. Fighting through, and he's got space. A big run there by Gurley. 53 yards. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball out of the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full Todd Gurley now, and it hurts.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to... And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Go, get out there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Kill. Check it out, please. Kill. Gun.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first down, it's Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The former Charger All-Pro, Eric Weddle, on the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 38 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will tie things up at 13. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Back now in Los Angeles, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check. Hold on. Check. Maverick. Check right. Watch right.
Goff now to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They try right side here. Gurley shows his strength at the 50. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
I can't believe they didn't let you play.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
And this This is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
52. Show it. Show it. Go to 54. Go to 54. Motion, 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 motion. Take four. Take four. Kill. Go. Get up.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Jump. Kill. Hey, we're going to 54. Why in? Slam.
They go to Elliott again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Check 49. Check 49. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Say.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Alert 3. Hey, so we're going to 53. Switch it, hey.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hatchet. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. SOS. Here we go. Go to 54. Why in? Switch.
Elliott. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Jason Garrett's going to lead the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Check. Crunch. Switch. Watch twist. We're going to 54. Why in? Sponge. No.
They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one.
And he can't get throw away. He's taken down. Samson Abuka. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking.
This is Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. Prescott to throw on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy. Deuce. Value one.
Here's Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime for Goff. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's put that team on the front.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Here's Goff. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, no. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spin. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We got this.
Here we go.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. No. Off. Check three.
Gun.
Motion.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Under 10.
On second down, it's Elliott. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Watch the way.
Hey, kill.
Baby, that's a baby shot. Back. Wait. Check.
What do you think?
Here's Elliott. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Keep it up. Big ass. Check 99. Check 24. Watch the
We're going to 53. Go. Get out there. 26.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Michael Brockers. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
6-man. Check girls.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
We go, 20.
Watch 54. Go. Switch.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Cowboys take over first down team at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Super one.
After the interception, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check 6 guys.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Ric Flair. Right there. 54, right there. Right Louis. Hey, Orbit.
Now it's gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down. Greg Zerline on for the field.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation.
Greg Zerline.
And Zerline pulled it. Zerline pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Come on, D. Out. Check 26, check 26.
We're going to 54, wide.
Rush in.
26.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Check tight.
There we go, kill. 47. 26.
Prescott now. Cooper's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first down, Elliott. Zeke with a shake and bake. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
10th carry now for Elliott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Go to 54, wide. Gun.
Chance.
26.
On third down, Elliott. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Check 9. Check 3. Watch twist.
Running with Elliott. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Here we go. 20.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He was brought down by Malik Collins. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist. Hey, Shell. 76, tell him. 76.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Check your hot read.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Deep for the Rams, Tavon Austin. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without every touchdown. Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 57 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. 34 yards there and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Gurley. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check. Alert flare. 36.
Now Elliott. And some room to work. Power running by Zeke. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First down, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check 4.
We're going to 54. Why in? Go. Get out there. We're going 47. 26.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
I'm coming, baby. Woo!
We're going to 54. Why in?
Hey, turn it out. Watch out. Joker. Kill.
We're going to 53.
Watch it. Slam. Check 3.
Hey, kill.
25. Check 25.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Watch the run.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just check it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Alert 3.
Hey, kill.
To throw is gone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Goff now looking to throw. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's Goff. This one to the left to Higbee. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're running with Gurley. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They run. It's Gurley. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Oh, yeah!
Vander Esch on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's Gurley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Watch the ship.
Hold on. Check.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big run there by Gurley. Give him 55 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
From the red zone now, Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and now it's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Gurley's got the first down and then some. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Slam, slam, slam.
Go to 54, go to 54. Line in.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 68 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Goff now looks to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Goff finding Cooks on a big play. 51 yards.
First down, Rams.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Here's Gurley. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 22 yards as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go to Elliott again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Elliott. A little second effort there on the strong run, and then drop just inside of the 20. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch time. Go 46, 46.
Here's Prescott. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd and short. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
26, Mike. We got it.
Prescott to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Now Gurley. And some space here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Big D.
one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in.
Dude, he's coming. We got double up.
Go. Get out there.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So the Cowboys will punt it on 4th down. As on is the veteran Chris Jones to kick it away. JoJo Natson back deep for the Rams. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, alert 3. Under 10.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Go. 180.
I'm trying to collect. Back.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 63 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Cooper was the target there. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing,
and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with Elliott. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 47 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 13-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 99! Check 99!
DC! Chester! Bravo!
Gone. Higbee secures it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a first and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Gurley. And an alley to run. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch the safety creep.
Shell. Listen.
48, 48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
He's heavy on the edges.
Goff now to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 36 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Elliott. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Michael Brocker's in on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the Rams 42-yard line.
Here's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Shift. Watch the shift.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 13. Check 13.
Check. We're going to 54. Wide in. Under.
I got you.
10th carry now for Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Elliott running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
27. We're going to 53. Out. There we go. 26.
Now Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
50. Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Check 26. Check 26. 26.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. 26.
Final play of the half. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they'll look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
All day.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Gone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here we go. It's Gurley. Getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, look, 48.
Now gone. And they open open receiver. It's Robert Woods. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, 51 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And the Cowboy first down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
A first down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, his second sack of the night.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Check 37. Check 37. Shift.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott wide open. Amari Cooper. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott from the gun. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 36 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check nickel.
Another carry now for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
180.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2 for 1.
48.
Here's Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got a man complete. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Go tonight. 20.
Gurley again here on first down. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone. And in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Let's go. Good. We're going to 54.
Prescott on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Prescott to throw it. Caught left side by Cobb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. Everybody, kill. Give me that ball.
Prescott now from the 50. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
4th down, Prescott. And it is incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
They still playing soft.
Now you won.
You go tight. You got tight. You got
Shell. Chest.
Goff now looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
check it back.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pick the edge.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
48 for Mike. Bang it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
We got three, fellas. We got 3.
Here's Prescott. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check safety.
Prescott now. Cooper's got it. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Shift. Watch twitch.
Prescott yet again. Oh, Prescott stripped.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. First down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Throwing, Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. Able to power through. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh.